The combat assessment chamber sealed with a hydraulic hiss, and Raina Corvus stood in the center of the arena wearing only standard academy fatigues with no armor and no weapons. 47 alien cadets watched from the observation gallery while the combat AI initialized its threat assessment protocols. Cadet Corvus, the AI announced in its emotionless synthetic voice, "You have not selected any weapons from the armory. Standard protocol requires all participants to equip defensive gear and at least one offensive implement. Do you wish to return to equipment selection?" "Negative," Raina said calmly. "I am ready to begin." "This is suicide," Cadet Thornex muttered from the gallery. His exoskeleton clicked nervously. The combat drones are programmed to escalate force until the participant is neutralized. Without weapons, she will be destroyed in seconds. "Maybe humans have different equipment requirements," suggested Varela, a crystalline being whose species communicated through light patterns. "Perhaps she has concealed weapons we cannot detect." "Scanning for concealed armaments," the AI stated. A blue grid of light swept across Raina's body. No weapons detected. No armor detected. No enhancement technology detected. Participant is equipped with standard clothing and biological baseline only. This configuration violates safety protocols. Override authorization required to proceed. Authorization Corvus 7 Alpha, Raina said. Academy Regulation 412 permits cultural combat methodology testing. I am exercising that right. The AI processed this for exactly 3 seconds. Authorization accepted. Warning: historical data indicates human participants using cultural methodology achieve a 97% injury rate during combat assessment. Medical teams are standing by. Combat sequence will begin in 10 seconds. The gallery fell silent. Even the instructors leaned forward. "She is insane," Thornex whispered. "Humans are small. They have no natural armor. No claws. No venom. No energy projection. What cultural methodology could possibly compensate for entering combat completely unarmed?" The countdown reached 0. 3 combat drones materialized from hidden deployment base. They were standard military training units, 2 meters tall, armored, equipped with stun weapons and close combat appendages designed to test a cadet's tactical response under pressure. Raina did not move. She stood perfectly still, her breathing slow and controlled, her eyes tracking all 3 drones simultaneously. "Threat assessment initiated," the AI announced. Analyzing participant combat capability. The first drone attacked, extending an electrified baton toward Raina's center mass. She moved then, and moved fast. She pivoted inside the drone's reach, grabbed its extended arm, and used its own momentum to flip the entire 2-meter machine over her shoulder. It crashed into the arena floor with a metallic shriek. The gallery erupted in shocked exclamations. "How did she generate enough force?" Varela asked. "That drone mass is over 300 kilograms. Leverage and timing," one of the human instructors said quietly. "She did not overpower it. She redirected it." The second and third drones attacked simultaneously. Raina dropped low, swept the legs of one drone while using her other hand to strike a joint in the second drone's knee actuator. Both machines stumbled. She rolled between them, came up behind the first drone, and delivered a strike to its processor housing that sent it into emergency shutdown. "Impossible," Thornex said. "She is targeting critical systems with bare hands." "How does she know where to strike?" "Because humans spent millions of years learning exactly where to strike to bring down prey and predators," the instructor replied. "We studied anatomy because our survival depended on it." The combat AI increased difficulty. 6 more drones deployed. Escalation protocol engaged, it announced. Participant has demonstrated above-average combat efficiency. Increasing challenge parameters. Raina faced 9 combat drones now, all attacking with coordinated precision. She moved through them like water flowing through rocks. Constant motion, never stopping, never standing still. Every movement served multiple purposes. A dodge became a strike. A block became a throw. She used the drones against each other, positioning them so their own attacks damaged their companions. "She is not fighting them," Varela observed with awe. "She is making them fight themselves." "That is human warfare," the instructor said. "Why face your enemy's strength when you can turn it against them?" Within 90 seconds, all 9 drones were disabled or destroyed. Raina stood in the center of the arena, breathing slightly elevated but otherwise unharmed, surrounded by the wreckage of machines designed to challenge armed and armored soldiers. The AI fell silent for 5 full seconds. Then it spoke, and for the first time in Academy history, its synthetic voice carried something that resembled hesitation. Combat assessment complete. Results are anomalous. Processing. What does that mean? Thornex demanded. It means the system does not understand what it just witnessed, the instructor replied. The AI continued. Participant Corvus achieved complete victory against maximum difficulty combat, drones using 0 weapons and 0 defensive equipment. Threat assessment recalibration required. Accessing human combat history database. Analyzing species baseline capabilities. Analysis complete. New assessment parameters established. A holographic display appeared above the arena, showing Raina's updated threat profile. Where other cadets had numerical combat ratings, hers simply read, Earth baseline. Weapon classification unnecessary. Explain that designation. Thornex demanded of the AI. Humans evolved as persistence predators on a Class 9 Deathworld, the AI stated. They developed complex motor control, pattern recognition, and spatial awareness far exceeding galactic baseline. Their skeletal structure allows extreme flexibility and leverage multiplication. Their nervous system processes combat stimuli at speeds that permit real-time tactical adaptation. Their psychological profile demonstrates aggression regulation, allowing controlled violence application. Assessment conclusion. Human biology is optimized for combat effectiveness. Additional weapons would provide minimal capability enhancement. Recommendation. Classify humans as self-weaponized species. They do not require external armament to achieve combat superiority. The gallery sat in stunned silence. Are you saying she is more dangerous without weapons? Varela asked quietly. Affirmative, the AI replied. Human hands are precise manipulation tools capable of targeting vulnerability points in any known anatomy or technology. Adding weapons would reduce tactical flexibility while providing negligible offensive enhancement. Human Corvus demonstrated this by disabling military-grade combat, drones using only biological baseline capabilities. Conclusion. Earth does not need weapons. Earth is weapons. Raina looked up at the observation gallery and shrugged. It is just how we are built. We evolved fighting things that wanted to eat us. Then we started fighting each other. Then we got really good at fighting. It is not special. It is just human. Just human. Thornex repeated in disbelief. The chamber unsealed, and Raina walked toward the exit. As she passed the destroyed drones, one of the alien instructors approached. Cadet Corvus, that was an exceptional demonstration. May I ask what martial discipline you used? All of them, Raina replied. Judo for the throws. Muay Thai for the strikes. Krav Maga for the targeting. Wrestling for the positioning. Humans have spent thousands of years developing hundreds of ways to fight efficiently. I just used what worked in the moment. You learn all of those systems? Most humans learn at least 2 or 3 by adulthood. We teach children fighting techniques for exercise and discipline. It is part of our culture. You teach combat to children? We teach them to control it, Raina corrected. Because every human has this capability. We do not become dangerous when we learn to fight. We become responsible when we learn to choose not to. She left the arena, leaving behind a gallery of cadets who would never look at humans the same way again. And the AI updated its database with a new classification that would spread throughout the Academy and eventually the entire coalition. Human combat assessment requires no equipment selection. Subject is equipment. Sometimes the most dangerous weapons are the ones you cannot take away. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more stories.